Welcome back to the Takeout. Continuing our conversation with White House border czar Tom Homan. Tom, you mentioned right before we went to break criminals and national security threats. But according to ICE data, a growing number of those detained, 46% of the current detainees, are not criminals. They are here illegally, which is a crime, but they don't have other felonies on their records. Is that a trend that's going to continue? And how should Americans come to understand that not everyone in detention now, or probably likely in the future, are going to be these criminals or national security threats?
Well, a couple of things. It's just not felons that are criminals. You got misdemeanors, too. And the media is taking the data. They're saying, well, they're not a criminal alien because they haven't been convicted. But they're pending criminal charges, which means we found them in a county jail, which means they're probably not a choir boy. So the criminal numbers are much higher than a lot of the media is reporting because they're simply not counting misdemeanors. They're not counting, those that are pending criminal charges. But we are focused on public safety threats and national security threats, and numbers prove it. However, I've been clear from day one. I mean, sanctuary cities especially, a lot of the non-criminals are being arrested in sanctuary cities because we're out looking for the criminal because they chose to release them in the community. We got to go to the community and find them. And when we find them, if we find them, many times they're with others that are in the United States illegally, but not a criminal target. Well, they're coming too. Once our ICE agents, you're going to enforce the law, you're going to uphold the oath you took. Unlike the last administration who told ICE agents, you can't arrest simply for simply being here illegally. They got to be convicted of a serious crime before you can even target them for arrest. We're getting back to what the law says. ICE agents are going to arrest people being in the country illegally. We still focus on public safety threats and national security threats, but if we find an illegal alien in the process of doing that, they're going to be arrested too. If you're in the country illegally, you're not off the table. That's why we want the non-criminals to take advantage of the CBP Home app. Put your affairs together, and go home and leave yourself an opportunity to come back under a legal program, whether it's a visitor visa, a tourist visa, a work visa, or maybe you have a U.S. citizen child here that can petition for you someday to be a part of this country. Leave and make those positions available, because here's what's going to happen. We have to find you, formally deport you. There's a statutory bar placed on you, anywhere from 5 years to 20 years to never, ever coming back to the United States, depending on your specific case. Leave yourself an opportunity to come back to the greatest nation on earth the legal way.
Tom, you mentioned also the very low number of illegal border crossings. The administration, the president touts this justifiably almost every day. Why then does there need to be $46 billion to finish the border wall? If you have minimized crossings, why do we need a physical barrier for some 2,000 miles along the U.S.-Mexico border?
Because we got to make these changes permanent. Border walls work. Every place a border barrier's been built, or the river buoys have been put in the river, every place we put a barrier in place, illegal immigration went down, illegal drug flow went down. Also, a lot of this money is going to include technology. When Joe Biden stopped building the wall, he also stopped putting the technology, the really important technology, in the existing wall that we built, which allows agents to talk to one another because there's so many dead zones on the southern border. It also adds technology to let us know if someone's approaching the wall, climbing the wall, digging under the wall. That's a very important technology we need. But we got to continue the wall and make it a permanent fix, because we don't know. Look, the next administration come in and undo everything. But we have a permanent structure in place. It works. And I think everybody should agree when it should be a nonpartisan issue is technology we're going to use at port of entries. So we catch more of the contraband at the same time, making legal trade more efficient, faster to come through the port of entry, but at the same time catching that contraband, the drugs and illegal weapons. I think everybody can agree to that. It should be a nonpartisan issue. That money is needed on the border to make these changes, this positive change, more permanent.
Last question, Tom, and I know you'll come back. We'll continue our conversation. But according to the Deportation Data Project, arrests in Los Angeles are up 69%, 57% up in Chicago, up 161% in Miami, but only up 11% in New York. How come?
New York has, they got a difficult government. It's a sanctuary city. It's a large, sprawling city. We don't have enough resources in New York, which is why President Trump committed 2 weeks ago. We are going to double down on sanctuary cities. For instance, Florida. Every sheriff in Florida is working with us. Every sheriff in Florida takes a detainer. So we know we got less of a problem in Florida because we know public safety threat, illegal aliens in jails aren't going to be released in the community. They're going to be given to us. So we're going to send extra resources from Florida to New York, because we know they're releasing public safety threats every day. They're releasing national security threats every day. Hundreds of people walk on Rikers Island every week. Well, we're going to send more resources there. We're going to double down and triple down in New York. So you say that now, Garrett, Major, but watch what's coming. We're going to send a lot of resources and make sanctuary cities our priority.
This is a continuing conversation. Tom Homan, you're always welcome. I hope you come back.
You got it. Thank you.